Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
1,
2,
3,
4.
Monster movie.
Fun time, go! Monster movie.
Fun time, go. Monster
Movie.
Fun time.
Go!
Monster movie. Fun time, go.
With Precious D and Honey Bee.
Fun time, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, welcome to Monster Movie Fun Time Go and 31 Days of Horror. Mars Needs Movies. This season we are looking at movies of alien invasions, incursions, infiltrations, and visitations. And my guest today is my sister, Amanda. Welcome back to the show, Amanda.
Hello. Thank you for having me back.
Today's movie is Skyline, and it is firmly in the invasion category.
Yep.
It's totally a War of the Worlds. You had several to choose from, Amanda. Why did you choose Skyline?
Well, I wanted to pick one that I'm probably not going to watch otherwise. I'd already seen one of them on the list, and it was really good. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to have that much entertaining commentary about that one. The other one, I don't want to say the titles in case other people are doing them, but the other one also seemed like I might actually want to see that. So I was making myself watch one I probably wouldn't watch on my own. So this is how I ended up with Skyline, which is really a way to sell it, I think, just starting out of the gate to say I picked it because I wouldn't watch it otherwise.
Okay. It's from 2010, 94 minutes in color in English. Budget is 10 to 20 million, and the box office was 68.3 million. So not too bad. And it is the first of 4 movies. It's followed by
I did not realize that.
Yes. The sequels are Beyond Skyline, Skylines, and Skyline Warpath, which is premiering at some festival, like right now.
Interesting.
It is slated to premiere at the Fantastic Fest on October 6th through the 9th. And I went to YouTube to try and watch a trailer, and I saw this thing, and then after it plays, it says fan-made trailer. I'm like, I hate that. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but sometimes when you look up a trailer, you end up watching some fan-made thing.
No,
and
I
the
didn't know
worst
that was a
ones, the worst ones are AI generated.
Oh, good Lord.
So it's not really even fan-made; it's just fan-generated.
Yeah.
Some of them, the fan has taken pieces of other trailers and stitched them together, so it's an exercise in editing. Sometimes they've actually filmed something, and other times they've just said, AI, give me a trailer for whatever piece of shit for Lord of the Rings directed by Wes Anderson or something like that. Let's look at the cast before we get into this. Eric Balfour as Jared, Scotty Thompson as Elaine, Brittany Daniel as Candace, Crystal Reed as Denise, Neil Hopkins as Ray, David Zayas as Oliver. Oh, that's the guy from Dexter, right? Yes.
Yes.
Did you watch Dexter?
I did.
This was right in the middle of Dexter when this was made. Donald Faison as Terry.
Yeah.
Robin Gamble as Walt, Tanya Newbold as Jen, and J. Paul Bomer as Colin. So, Amanda, what did you think of Skyline? Were you glad you picked it?
No. I wasn't not glad. I just also wasn't glad. It was perfectly fine. It was fine. I am surprised to hear there are lots of sequels. Maybe if I'd watched it in the movie theater at the time, I would have been more enthralled with it. But I'm glad I watched it. Do I need to watch it ever again? No.
Okay.
Solidly average.
I think this is the second time I watched it. It looks like there was some legal action from Sony, something to do with Battle Los Angeles, which came out around the same time, I think. Yeah, 2011. Let's see. Something to do with somebody involved in the special effects for Battle Los Angeles also being involved in this movie or something. I don't know. You can look it up on Wikipedia, folks, if you care. So, this movie leaves us kind of hanging at the end. So
yes,
the first sequel anyway, does pick up. I believe it starts with somebody else during the same events, and then they meet up inside the ship. They meet up with these people.
Okay,
that are the ones that are left at the end of this movie.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, because I did just kind of think, well, that just sort of ended. But I thought maybe that was what they were going for,
Yeah.
Cut to black.
So we're not going to go through the whole plot. We'll just kind of skim over it. But I believe this is also in Los Angeles, just like Battle Los Angeles.
Yes, because they mentioned I Hate LA at one point.
Yeah, no wonder Sony was upset, because I think this beat them to the box office. Yes, Battle Los Angeles was 2011. Guy's coming to visit a friend of his for his birthday, and that's Donald Faison's birthday, and he's trying to recruit him to come work with him. I think he makes movies. He's not in movies. I believe he makes movies. And there's a party, and there's some personal tension with his girlfriend. Turns out she's pregnant. And then shit starts dropping from the sky.
Yep.
Early in the morning. And the aliens are just full on invading out of nowhere. I don't think anyone had even seen them coming. And they just start tearing up the city, presumably all over the world. But it's being told on a very personal level of what's happening to this little group of people in this apartment building. And are they going to be able to get away or not? Spoilers, they are not.
Right.
So we go through the whole process of seeing them picked off one by one. I think the effects are all really good.
Yeah.
And it's 15 years old now. They held up.
They did, yes.
The aliens were kind of interesting looking. Well, at first it looks like they're eating human brains, but then it turns out that they are using them to power their little drone soldiers, which seemed kind of weird to me. I'm kind of calling bullshit on that. I don't know. What'd you think of that part?
Yeah, it felt like, well, what was the point of all of that? A little bit.
Yeah. They're harvesting humans just to make soldiers to go harvest humans or some. It seems like they could have just stayed home. Saved.
They were like, they didn't have other technology that could have been a battery source, more or less, for them. Yeah.
So they put their brains in these bodies, and then it starts moving them around, but under their control. So why couldn't it just be a robot? But at the end, what's the girl's name?
Elaine.
Scotty. Yeah. Elaine and Jared are the two survivors. They get sucked up by a tractor beam into the ship, and his brain immediately gets sucked out and sent up a tube. But they smell her baby or something, or sense her baby, and decide not to take her brain right away.
Right.
Not clear why. The brains all have like a blue glow to them, but his brain glows red.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Because of his love? Because
I
he's gonna have a
wasn't sure.
baby?
Well, because they've made the point earlier in the movie about feeling powerful. So it's like, are we supposed to see that he's powerful and different? But
Mhm.
yes, maybe it
Yeah.
was supposed to be because of love. I don't know.
There was also a thing with the aliens shining a beam on you and it's starting to sort of make a connection with you, kind of
Yeah,
suck you in.
right. Like they couldn't look away.
Yeah, it happens to him and then he breaks away. It also happens to her and she breaks away. But
Mhm.
because of this, later on, it's like the aliens partly possessing him.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Because it was still showing up later on his skin, and it was like, what? He was acting weird. Is he
Yeah,
really
yeah,
him or is this them? Yeah.
yeah. His eyes got all white.
Hmm.
But when his brain gets put in the body, the little it's 6 eyes, 8 eyes, or whatever, they're kind of glowing red to amber instead of blue. Just,
Hmm.
I mean, this is mostly just so we know it's him.
Right.
So the real reason is the brain turns red so we can identify it from the other brains.
Yeah.
And then he starts, he's able to maintain some control and starts fighting the other aliens and goes to rescue his wife. And the movie ends. And then during part of the credits, there's still shots of him fighting the other drones inside of the ship. I know I just jumped right to the end of the movie there, but there's some, I don't know. Did you have any particular favorite parts or particular parts that you hated?
Well, I think which is a silly favorite part is when the guy from Dexter, what's the actor's name again?
David Zayas.
Okay, when he is basically like, Jared, you got to get your shit together here, man. Like he was the door man, maybe, or maintenance man in the building, concierge, something like
Building
that.
manager. I think he's a
Yes,
building
manager.
manager.
And, so of course his part starts out small. And then, as the things go down, it gets bigger. And Jared's losing it. And he's like, you got to get it together. This is happening. And basically rallies, comes to save the day a little bit. So I
Mm,
just like that of him calling him out, basically.
yeah.
So that's not really, it's a weird, fun, favorite part of the movie. But I was like, yes, please, somebody. Um, get this guy to get it together over here, man. He says, I wrote down somewhere, like it or not, this is happening. I'm like, right. So now you got to do something.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Donald Faison was my favorite part. I didn't know he was in it. So I was like,
Yeah.
yay,
I'd
him.
forgotten. I mean, I saw it before, but I totally forgot he was in it.
Yeah. I mean, am I trying not to spoiler alert? I
No,
don't
no,
know. At
you
this
can
point, we've
spoil it.
told it a lot.
Yeah,
I was
spoiler
sad
anything
he
you want.
didn't make it. That's all I'll
Yeah.
say.
You could,
You can,
you could,
I don't
I
want
think
to
his
say
car
too
gets,
much for our audience, but I was sad he didn't triumph in the end and
yeah.
save the day
His
because he
car,
was my
I believe
favorite.
his car gets stepped on.
Yes, that was a big jump scare moment. It'd been pretty calm and quiet most of the movie, and I feel like that was one of the first, like, oh God, jump scare. It's now loud and came
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah. He's playing a real Hollywood dirtbag in this one.
Yes, yes. I think he's
He's usually a
special
bit
effects.
nicer.
I think he mentioned something about the effects when they were talking about
Yeah.
his movie career.
Yes.
Um,
Because his friend is some kind of artist and he wants him to
yeah,
come work with him
yeah.
doing that. And I'm not clear why he doesn't want to. The girlfriend seems upset when doesn't seem. She's upset when she learns that Faison's trying to recruit him.
Right.
But he didn't know that when they went out there. So she hasn't
Yeah.
been lied to. But she's about to have a baby, so maybe a bump in pay might be a good thing.
Right.
Some kind of advance in his career.
Hmm.
So I don't know. But, aliens come along and fuck up everything, and it's all a moot point.
Right. So it doesn't really matter anyway.
Yeah,
I think it was a lot of those 2000s actors that you'll say, like, oh, that guy, for the audience.
yeah.
If you want to see a little throwback cast, it was kind of
Well,
fun.
Brittany Daniel was in Joe Dirt and Joe Dirt 2.
There you go.
Yeah, and White Chicks.
I did not see that film, sadly.
Yeah, she she was the girlfriend, Donald Faison's girlfriend. But then he's fooling around. He's fooling around with the assistant too, because Hollywood, I guess. So that's unfortunate. I did like. There was a moment with him where he has this older neighbor that they run into in the hall.
Walt,
and he tells Walt to go back to his apartment, but then he goes looking for Walt to help him later, and I really appreciated that. I liked that.
Yeah. I think I had said something about, like, don't check on Walt, you're going to get in trouble, or, being the good guy doesn't always pan out, but yes, he went to go check on old Walt, which was nice. Yeah.
So just the idea that, sure, he's this Hollywood dirtbag and he's very rich, but I mean, Walt's living in the same apartment building, so can't be doing too bad, but Donald's living in the penthouse.
Right.
But the fact that he's still concerned for his neighbors, I just, makes him
a little redeeming quality there for him.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was just a nice touch. And then poor Colin gets his head bit off early on. That's when we first see that the aliens like to take heads. So.
Sure. One thing that was kind of interesting, I think, was the use of the telescope in the film, where they kept using it to look out the window, but then they would project it onto the TV so they could see what was going on outside without opening the blinds too much.
Yeah,
so that was
I got a little confused. I got confused for a minute because I don't think I saw them setting that up.
I saw the setup and just thought they were creepy and weird because they were spying on the neighbors at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
And I'm like, this is not appropriate for a party. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Way to be
that's
creep
right.
neighbors.
It was already connected to the TV during the party.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, because then everybody's watching the TV. And
we
I
did
remember
get a
thinking that was odd and creepy. So at least it came out later that it served a purpose.
And we got a little bit of drive-by homophobia during that scene. Because they see somebody engaging in an intimate act, and then it turns out to be two guys, and they all get very upset by it. I'm like, come on, folks.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, that was a fun little
10 when this was made, not the 1980s, but
right. Interesting use of the telescope.
Yeah.
And there's, the stereotypical shooting a gun at a lock at some point.
It does not work at all.
I'm like, does it ever work in movies? And is anyone who hasn't done that before actually going to be successful? I mean, in real life, like this happens in movies all the time, and people are like, shoot the lock out, and they do it. I'm like, but would that really work in real life if I've never done this before?
I believe there was an episode of Mythbusters, and I think this is a problem with Mythbusters. You remember the myth they tested, but you can't remember the results. But I'm pretty sure they found that it was very difficult to shoot out a lock. They might not have even been able to do it. So like people who are not Mark Smith are not going to be able to do it in a disaster panic moment, is what I'm saying. Yeah. But it wasn't hitting the lock. It was just that the bullet it doesn't just come undone. Right. Even sometimes when the bullet went through the lock, it was still remained locking. So there you go. But I liked how, so usually, it works in the movies, but this time it's not working at all. And it's, then Elaine opens the door from the other side. Fortunately, does not get shot. Because they go on the roof.
I thought about that. Yes.
They go on the roof and they let the door close behind them, and then they can't get back in until she opens it. So, but of course, being a Hollywood dirtbag, he does have a gun. So,
Purina believes no one should have to make the impossible choice between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
There you go. Excuse me. Wikipedia says the physical production cost was only $500,000. It was the visual effects.
Well, I was thinking about that because there weren't that many locations, you know. You pretty much the apartment.
Yeah, and they're trying to get just across the street to the marina because the guy's got a boat. Again, Hollywood dirtbag. He has a boat. So it's just around, it's that apartment building and the area immediately around it. So, and, you know, these people, they're people we've heard of, but they're not huge, gigantic stars. So,
yeah,
they probably didn't cost that much. So, yeah, the rest of the cost was the visual effects. So, there you go. Trying to see anything else important we want to talk about.
I mean, there was one point I wrote down, WTH, like Power Ranger post-morphin time, about one of the creatures. I feel like it wasn't that big, and then something happened, and then all of a sudden it was like when all the different Power Rangers come together to make the big Power Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's what the creature reminded me of at one point.
Like he joined up with several others?
Right. This didn't actually happen, but it reminded me of that.
Right.
Like suddenly he's a big stomp in the town kind of scary creature.
Yeah. One of them was pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you have any interest in watching these sequels at any point in the future?
Well, I mean, I guess I will now that I know that they exist, actually. So maybe I liked it more than I thought, or is it morbid curiosity?
Yeah, because we're going to spin this off into an ongoing project. So if you want to come back and talk about those in the future,
okay,
I can put them aside for you.
Okay.
You'll be my go-to Skyline person. So I think that about wraps it up for Skyline, ladies and gentlemen. Where was it showing? Was it Netflix? No. It's one of those things that's on everything.
Yes, I don't even remember what I actually watched it on, but I found it on many things.
It's on Prime, Zumo, Tubi, Pluto, Philo, and Plex. So you shouldn't have any trouble watching this movie if you care to check it out. It was fun. It was a good time. But it's War of the Worlds. So there you go, folks. Thanks for joining us. If you like what we do here, rate and review us, like and subscribe. Check out our Patreon. We will be back tomorrow with another in our 31 Days of Horror. Until then, I have been Precious D. My guest has been Amanda T. Remember to keep watching the skies. We won't see you, but you will hear us next time on Monster Movie Fun Time Go. You've been listening to Monster Movie Fun Time Go. If you enjoyed the show, please consider rating and reviewing us on your podcasting platform of choice. You can leave us a message and find links to all our things at mmftg.com.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.